Welcome back to my channel, Missed Art Forever Anime. This video is me recommending a good anime called The Seven Deadly Sins. Now, I'm first going to talk about Meliodas. Meliodas is the oldest Seven Deadly Sins. He's 300 years old. And Meliodas is also the strongest Seven Deadly Sins. I think myself, Bon is the second strongest. And now I'm going to talk about Bon. So Bon and Meliodas are best friends. They fight a lot. They're always there for each other. They stick together. They fight their enemies together no matter what. And now about Elizabeth. Elizabeth's dad is the real king, and Elizabeth and Meliodas love each other. They have ever since the first episode of The Seven Deadly Sins. Also, about Bon and Elaine. Bon and Elaine have loved each other also since the first episode of The Seven Deadly Sins. Unfortunately, Elaine dies in the middle of The Seven Deadly Sins. I'm helping Bon, unfortunately. Bon obviously stays alive and he's well, but Elaine unfortunately dies. Also, Elaine is the Fairy King Harley Quinn's sister. And Diane and the Fairy King Harley Quinn, they're first of all, they're really good friends. Fairy King Harley Quinn loves Diane from the very first episode. But Diane, in the middle of The Seven Deadly Sins, Diane starts to fall in love with the Fairy King Harley Quinn. Now, about Hawk. Hawk is the talking pig. Hawk is Meliodas' pet and companion. He goes anywhere Meliodas and Elizabeth go, and everyone else goes. Because they're all a team. Bon, Meliodas, Elizabeth, Elaine, Diane, the Fairy King Harley Quinn, and Hawk. So now about Elizabeth and Meliodas. They both love each other. They have since the first episode of The Seven Deadly Sins. They're always there for each other. They fight their enemies together aside each other. And the same goes with Elaine and Bon. They fight their enemies together aside along each other, and they're always there for each other. And about Diane is a kind of monster. Well, she's not a monster, she's a big kind of girl. She's a giant, basically. Diane is. But her and the Fairy King Harley Quinn, they have a really good friendship, and they love each other at the end of the Seven Deadly Sins. Now, about Bon and Meliodas again. Bon and Meliodas are just best friends. They're like brothers. They're always there for each other. And The Seven Deadly Sins is set and based in Scotland. Also, about my favourite couples and my favourite friendships. So my favourite first couple is Meliodas and Elizabeth, because they're just so sweet together and they're always there for each other. My second favourite couple is Bon and Elaine. The same goes with Bon and Elaine. They're just so sweet together. They are there for each other all the time. They fight against their enemies together. And Diane and the Fairy King Harley Quinn. I love their friendship. At the beginning, I like their friendship more than them being like in love with each other, but they are cute together as well. But they would be probably my third or fourth favourite couple in The Seven Deadly Sins. So my very best couples are Elaine and Bourne, Meliodas and Elizabeth. That's the end of this video. If you like this video and you like anime, I would really recommend watching the Seven Deadly Sins. It's very good for me so far. I love it so far, so I would really recommend it. It's a really good anime if you like watching anime. That's the end of this video. Please give it a like, comment, give me a subscribe, comment down below if you want me to do more about anime, or if you have any other ideas of what I can do in my YouTube video. Miss Dark Forever Anime out for now.